Welcome back everyone to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, we're going to be traveling all the way over to Greece in our kitchen, and we're going to be making a delicious vegan Spanakopita. Yes, you heard me correctly, vegan Spanakopita. We'll see how I make the vegan cheese mixture and incorporate it into the spinach mixture, and it's going to be delicious. So let's head over to our kitchen and get cooking. Here's some examples of the vegan Spanakopita we're going to be making today. I got a large amount of baby spinach, 312 grams and 11 ounces. I have washed it and I'm just going to dry it all thoroughly. And here are 3 cups of cashews that I'm soaking for our vegan cheese. So I'm just dicing up 1 yellow onion. And I'm mincing 5 cloves of garlic. And I'm just slicing 3 bundles of green onion. And I'm just chopping up a handful of parsley and some mint. Our washed and dried spinach leaves we're going to chop up. You can get the frozen kind and then skip this step. You just want to get the water out in that case. When you cook the fresh spinach, it's really gonna wilt and go down by quite a lot. So you may be overwhelmed by the size initially, but once it starts cooking and you gradually incorporate it, the size will decrease significantly. You'll be like, what? What? It's only that much? What? Here I'm chopping some dill. 2.5 teaspoons of the fresh Greek mountain oregano we're going to be using. It's the best kind, Krinos brand. Straight off the branch. More potent, more flavorful. And here I'm juicing 1 whole lemon. And I got a 1/4 cup of the lemon juice here. Here we have our pre-soaked cashews and we're just going to pour them into the food processor. We'll pour in our oregano. Yay! Pour in our lemon juice. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I put 2 tablespoons in here of the water. 1/4 cup of the rice vinegar. And I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt and continue to blend it. And this is good enough. It doesn't have to be totally smooth because it's nice to have a bit of texture to it. Now we'll get things started with our very large pan. You need lots of room for this spinach. Get our stovetop set to medium. This time there's no green tinge from the olive oil bottle. we'll want to coat the pan. Here's our onion and garlic. Time to put it in. So you'll just want to get it nicely softened. We'll want to get it nicely softened. Just to bring out the flavors here. So you'll just want to fill the pan up with the spinach and add more and more as it goes down. Yeah, it's wilting nicely here. Now we're just going to add all our herbs, including the spring onions. We'll just sprinkle on some salt. Just a touch more. And some pepper. And I'm going to sprinkle on some nutmeg. Just a touch more because we're going to mix it into our vegan cheese too. So now that's cooked enough, and we're going to take it off of our heat. There are many variations to this recipe. Some recipes include a herb that is native to Greece, which is called heartwort. This is not very easy to find in Canada. I haven't seen it in any grocery stores personally, but you never know, maybe there's a farmer's market, maybe in Greektown too. You never know, maybe there's little shops or something. You might be able to find it. I have never seen it fresh. I have not tried it fresh that I know of anyway, but I do look forward to finding it sometime and trying it out. The mint is optional for an example, but I never saw a recipe that included mint, so I was looking at a few different recipes as I normally do, so I decided to include the mint and try it out and see how it goes. Kafkaliteres is the Greek name for the Mediterranean heartwort, and my dad told me that they actually taste like carrots, one of my favorite veggies. Well, it's hard to choose just one favorite. Now that our spinach is cooled, we're going to want to mix it all in. Mix our vegan cheese in. We'll do it gradually, just so it's nice. It's nice. You don't want too much of the vegan cheese or too much of the spinach. It should be a 1-to-1 ratio. And you can always use extra for cooking along the way, other meals. It's your time to be creative. See, that is looking pretty good. And I think that's good enough. So the rest we will use for other things along the way, good on toast or who knows what. Pasta. So we've had our phyllo defrosting for 3 hours. It's good to get the store-bought phyllo because it's very hard to make. A very important thing that you must have is damp towel to keep the dough moist. It's very thin dough and you have to work with it very quickly. And we have our olive oil set aside along with our pastry brush. It's good to have a lot of space with the phyllo, but we're working with what we got. So I'm gonna make a couple of different shapes. I'll make the triangles and the parcels as well. So these ones will be the triangles. You can cut them in a long strip, and then we're going to do some parcels just to show you some options. And we're going to want to put the wet cloths on top right away. Being the rest of the moist under the towel. I'm going to quickly brush the olive oil on each sheet. This is what gives it the flakiness, otherwise you'll just get bureka. Also, if you make your own, you're more likely to get your bureka if you don't have much experience. Don't be afraid of the amount of oil. That is what is required for this flaky texture. This is what you want. So we'll scoop in 1 scoop. And you just fold it like so. Like so. And cut off this edge. So now we're going to do our parcels. So just brush each sheet as before. And then we're just going to cascade them. It gives it a nice effect, and you'll see. And we're scooping our filling in and pinching it tightly. Scoop another scoop in and pinch it nice and firmly. Don't be shy. Our Spanakopita will be in the oven for 30 minutes or until golden brown. Phyllo actually means leaf in Greek. And it's commonly mispronounced by those who don't know Greek. They pronounce it phyllo. In Greek, it is actually pronounced phyllo for the leaf. Because this pastry is so thin, much like a leaf, that's where it gets its name. Some are ready and some are not quite ready, so we'll see. I'll just pop these in until they're golden brown. Now the moment I've been waiting for to dig in. Nice and flaky here. That's just what we're going for. And I made some Greek salad, the traditional way, without any lettuce. Village Greek salad. Turned out very delicious. You can see how flaky it is. Flaky and delicious. So the mint really adds a different dimension to the Spanakopita. So that was interesting. So there you have it, folks. Another delicious recipe all the way from Greece. Veganized! Yay! A veganized Greek recipe to put into your recipe booklet. Happy eating and happy cooking. Bon appetit!
Wow. Really good.
Oh. You said it in a scary way.
What do you mean?
I don't know.